Good morning, everybody. Again, my name is Crystal Wiley. I am going to be your host today. This will take approximately about an hour and 15 minutes, depending on questions and answers. Again, Crystal Wiley here, been a travel agent going on almost 2 years. Prior to being a travel agent, you guys, and still technically, I've actually been a paramedic for the last 14 and a half years. I got hurt on the job back in January of 2020. Was sitting around trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life, what I was going to do to heal. And that is when I came across being a travel agent, just like many of you. I was actually in the process of going to college to get my travel agent certification when I saw this, and this was much easier. Let's put it that way. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with all of you. Awesome. Hopefully you guys can all hear, right? You guys should all be able to hear me by now. Another thing also is I'm gonna open and close the chat box here and there every once in a while, just because I find that if I leave the chat box open, people start kind of chit-chatting and asking questions and kind of forget to listen to the information. So I will open and close that as I have questions for you guys. What will we be covering? We're going to go over how to be a travel agent in today's market and enjoy the perks while working remote from home. We're going to go over the ability to earn money from home as a travel agent, how to obtain your travel credentials, how to get your travel agent certification, how to book travel for friends, family, colleagues, and clients, while also enjoying all of the amazing perks and benefits. Now, you guys, as I'm listing this, really listen to it. See how many of these really, they speak to you. This may be right for you if you are interested in what the travel industry has to offer. You want to enjoy life more and start traveling. You want to take advantage of the perks of being a travel agent. You're tired of not making enough and want to supplement your income. You want a business or a side business for yourself. Maybe you're already a travel agent and you're looking for a better option, or maybe you just want to work from anywhere in the world. I know a lot of those spoke to me when I started becoming, or when I was looking into becoming a travel agent. Who do we work for? We are Archer and Evolution Travel. First, I'm going to go over Archer. Archer is family owned and operated since 1952. They came from a small idea in a Greyhound bus station to an innovative pioneer in the travel industry. Like the best success stories, it started with a simple dream and an idea. Archer Travel was established in 1952 inside the lobby of a Glendale, California Greyhound bus terminal by Cliff and Lola Archer. The Archers wanted to provide quality information and affordable travel arrangements for the local residents and friends who wanted to see the world. They wanted to build a business that provided the highest level of customer service and true value. Today, that commitment to quality and affordability is carried on by the Archer family. Steve and Ron Archer, sons of the founders, own and operate the company and carry on the tradition. Today, Archer Travel Service Incorporation is made up of several divisions dedicated to providing value and dependability to tens of thousands of travelers each and every year. Now, you guys, I've had the great pleasure of actually meeting both Steve and Ron. Ron is kind of like the face of Archer. He's the one that everybody knows and gets to meet. But Steve, he's kind of the one that's in the back office crunching numbers, but an amazing set of brothers that I'm very happy to work for. Now, we are a travel agency with all of the proper credentials for you to be confident to book travel for all of your friends, family, associates, and new clients. Now, I know there's a lot going on this screen, but there's a couple of things that you guys need to know. One, we are an A+, we are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. We have been accredited for the last 70 years. The other really big thing, this actually just happened a couple of weeks ago, We are now platinum members with CLIA. Basically what that means is it's a pretty elite status for a travel agency to have. This is something that you guys actually have to be, the travel agency actually has to be asked to become a platinum member. And then as a platinum member, you actually sit on the board of directors. So we sit on one of the largest organizations, or the founder or owner, CEO of Archer sits on the board of directors for CLIA. So basically what that means is that he has all the knowledge, he gets a say in things, increase, commissions and things like that when it comes to the things that CLIA handles. Now, IATAN and CLIA, they're what govern how we sell, what we sell, the rules and everything else on land and sea. Now, you guys will see here on the left-hand side, these are just a couple or a few of the awards that we have received. Top producer, year in and year out. You guys can see here, member of the President's Club, members of the 500 Club, lots and lots of awards. I actually had, again, when I went to the office a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago now, they have an entire wall of just all the accolades and things that as a travel agency over the last 70 years they have obtained. It's pretty amazing. Now, what makes up the industry? We do have those family vacations, those romantic getaways, the beach resorts. But I want to actually talk about some things in the travel industry that people don't really think about, but there is a lot of money in. One of them is going to be business travel. You have conventions, on the fly business meetings, company trips and events, as well as network marketing events. Now, maybe you're already in alignment with a business. Maybe you guys know somebody who works at a big business corporation. Now, the thing is with business travel is a lot of times they don't have an in-house travel agent. So they're outsourcing to someone, sometimes even bidding to a travel agency to try to bid for that contract. So business travel is an amazing avenue. Another one is going to be sports travel. We have youth tournaments, cheerleading tournaments, e-sport tournaments. Everybody in here probably knows somebody that's on some kind of travel league, sports team, little league, football, basketball, baseball, cheerleading, you name it. There's all sorts of different travel ball. I even know somebody whose kid plays on a travel hockey league back east. So, there's a lot of, travel in sports. Another one is going to be religious travel with Holy Land and mission trips, Israel, Jordan, Egypt, Africa. Now, you guys, religious travel doesn't just have to be international. It can also be domestic, youth group trips, couples retreats, men and women getaways. If you guys are already in alignment with a religious establishment, you easily could go into that establishment, let them know you're a travel agent. Again, they probably don't have an in-house travel agent. And so you could be the travel agent for your religious establishment at no cost to them. Now, a really big one also is wedding travel. We have the bachelorette arrangements, destination weddings, wedding cruises, international wedding plans. You got to get all the guests there, as well as the honeymoon travel. Now, the really great thing about wedding, obviously, you've got it from beginning to end, but there's always somebody else that's going to be getting engaged or married or something soon. So you can have that repeat clientele, but also your bride and groom, they're now going to come back to you for their anniversaries. They're going to come back to you for your family vacation, for their family vacations. They're going to constantly return that business back to you. So it's a great continuing business. Now, we also do sell cruises, flights and hotels, resorts, as well as rental cars. And the beauty of it is that we don't just sell one, right? We make packages. So not only is it the cruise, but we're also, doing the flights and the hotels for before and after. Maybe the resorts with the all-inclusive resorts, and you're planning meals on, excursions, and you're planning meals on the beach and those sorts of things, as well as rental cars. We also do shows like Broadway, off-Broadway, Vegas style shows. We also do concerts, as well as theme park tickets and sporting events. We are a one-stop shop for our clients' travel needs. You can plan their travel from start to finish. Now, you guys, I want to talk about something real fast. I'm going to go ahead and open up the chat box. What I want to know is, does anybody know? Go ahead and put it in the chat box. Even if you don't know, take a wild guess. Go ahead and put in the chat box. Does anybody know what one ticket to Super Bowl last year cost up in the nosebleed section? Just one ticket. Does anybody know what one ticket to Super Bowl last year cost in the nosebleed section? 1,500, 1,400, 10,000, 1,000, 3,000, 1,200, 10K, 2,000, 100,000, 1,000, 2,600, 25,000, 2,000, 5K to 10K, 1,250, 2,500, 10K, 2,300. All right, there's a couple of you that guessed it right there on the money. $10,000. $10,000 for one ticket in the nosebleed section last year for Super Bowl. Now, you guys, very rarely are people going to Super Bowl by themselves. So you have one, you had one ticket to Super Bowl. Now somebody's going with them. So that's two tickets to Super Bowl. But they probably had to fly there. They probably had to stay at a hotel. They probably needed a rental car. They probably needed excursions, right? So now you're looking at upwards of $30,000 for one trip to Super Bowl over the weekend, right? Now, the reason I brought that up is because I actually want to talk to you about how you get paid out. I know that's probably one of your guys' main questions is, how am I going to get paid for this travel? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to just one ticket, right? The one ticket to Super Bowl, okay? $10,000 for one ticket. Now, Evolution does pay out the highest commissions in the industry. And you guys, when I say that, I'm one of those people that I want to know that I'm saying the truth. So I actually went out and I did the research, and lo and behold, we actually do pay out the highest commissions out there. I even went to local travel agencies that you like walk into, like the brick and mortar ones. I actually walked in there and asked them, so as the booking agent, you're going to make 80%. So let me tell you how that works. The ticket costs $10,000. The vendor that we purchase those tickets through, they pay out 10% commission. You as the booking agent are going to make 80%. So if the ticket costs $10,000, they pay out 10%. So that's $1,000. You as the booking agent are making $800 on just one Super Bowl ticket. $800. Now we're talking two tickets. So that's $1,600, right? Then we're talking hotel. We're talking this. We're adding all these things onto it. You guys easily could be upwards of $2,000 just for one weekend. And you guys, I'm here to tell you that Super Bowl tickets for this next Super Bowl, they just came on sale. So we're just now starting to get in the process of booking all of those Super Bowl packages. And I will tell you, the prices are pretty the same. I'm just put a package together. It was $14,000. $14,000 per person for a luxury hotel, and the tickets to Super Bowl and those sorts of things. So Super Bowl is a great niche. There's a lot of people, they just drum up people all year long who are going to be interested. And then when the tickets go on sale, they start selling tickets to Super Bowl. Now, you guys, obviously 80%, that's not the whole thing, right? So where does the other 20% go? Now, 10% does go back to Archer. He is the one that holds all of the licensing, the bonding, the insurance. He's the one that allows us to sell the travel. And then 10% goes back to your travel trainer. Now, as I mentioned before, paramedic, 14 and a half years. I was also a field training officer, which meant that I brought in the new hires came in, I put them out there, or I was out there with them, training them and making sure they knew how to do everything. Taking it into this business, same thing. These are your travel trainers. So these are the people that are going to get you licensed, bonded, insured. They're going to make sure that you're registered with vendors and suppliers. They're going to make sure that you are well trained and you know how to be a travel agent. That's where that other 10% goes. Now let's talk about group cruises. Group cruises, you guys, is a great way to make money. People go on group cruises a lot, and cruises are back up and running. So, and they're having some fantastic deals. They're amazing. I wish I could go on more of them. especially the deals that they're having for travel agents right now, which we'll go over later. So Royal Caribbean Cruise Line sells a 7-day cruise for an average of $3,000 double occupancy. Now, cruise lines pay out 16%. That last one I was telling you about, they pay out 10%. So this one pays out 16% commission, which is about $480 per cabin. They're probably talking about like an inside cabin on a cruise ship like this. So $480 times 16 cabins, because we're talking group cruises, that's $7,680 in gross commissions. Now you as the booking agent, you're going to get that 80%, which is $6,144. But on top of that commission, you as the booking agent are actually going to get one free cabin for every 16 cabins sold. So now you guys can decide what you want to do. There's 3 options. You guys can, 1, decide to go on the cruise. Hey, I did all this hard work. I booked all these people. I want to go on the cruise, right? You guys can either go and make sure that your clients' every need is met, or you guys can go as secret agents and they'll never know that you were on there, right? 2, you guys can actually gift that cabin back to your group. Hey, thanks so much. Happy anniversary. Congratulations on the wedding. Maybe it's a family reunion or something like that. You guys can gift that cabin back to them. The third option is you guys can actually choose to have that paid out in commission. Now your sponsor, your travel trainer, they're going to be the ones, again, that they're going to be helping you, especially your very first group cruise. They're going to help you stay organized. They're going to help you with the rooms. They're all of these different steps. Now, what do you get? You're going to get your own travel website, your own Archer certification. You're going to have access to 2 back office sites for all of your resources and to track all of your travel bookings and commissions. You're going to have direct access to our vendors and suppliers. Now, speaking of vendors and suppliers, Archer Travel has over 133 preferred vendors and relationships with hundreds of suppliers. I've literally yet to find a supplier that we don't work with. So it's pretty awesome. But we do work with the ones that you would know: Carnival, Royal, Marriott, Disney, Beaches, all kinds of them, hundreds and hundreds. Obviously, I can't list them all here. But what I do want to talk about is over here on the left-hand side: Expedia, Orbitz, Hotels, Travelocity, and Trivago, right? I'm going to open up the chat box for you guys. I actually want to see your guys' answers to this because it always kind of blows me away. It makes me feel better about my life, I guess. How many of you, when you're planning your own vacations, do you guys open Expedia, Orbitz, Hotels, Travelocity, and you guys are price matching between all of these different vendors? How many of you guys have done that? 100%, right? Do you have multiple tabs up? You're using them for days and weeks, and yep, me definitely, always 100%. Never use, oh, sorry, that went too fast. Every time, yes. Awesome, yes, all the time, multiple tabs, weeks they spent, right? So you guys, no lie, I think we've all done that. We've all price checked, right? We all price check between these different companies. We always want to make sure that we're getting the best deal. You guys, I'm here to tell you, and I was kind of blown away when when I found this information out too. Expedia owns them all. Expedia owns all of these third party companies. So basically what that means is that you are shopping the same inventory. Every single one, whether you're going to Expedia, it's all the same inventory, which is why when you guys are getting the prices were pretty much the same, right? When you got down to the taxes of it, down to the very last screen, before you put your credit card in, it was pretty much the same price, maybe a couple dollars here and there. Maybe hotels.com was having one of their fire sales or something like that. Maybe they were having some flash sale, but for the most part, you guys, they're all the same price. But not all is lost. We call you guys smart consumers, which means you guys already know what it takes to price check between vendors. As a travel agent, that's all you're doing, is you're price checking, you're building packages, you're finding prices, the best deals for your clients. The difference is, you guys, is that we're not having to use those third-party vendors. We're actually booking straight with the vendor. So when your client calls you up and says, hey, Krista, I really want to book a trip with Carnival, I pull up the Carnival portal and I book directly with Carnival. Another really great thing, and I know people tend to ask, is no, we do not use a GDS system. Thank goodness we don't use a GDS system. Remember that class I told you guys I was actually getting certified? They were actually teaching us the coding of the GDS system. Now, coding for GDS is very complicated if you've never used it before. So thankfully, there is none of that. We don't use Sabre. We don't use Apollo. We don't use any of those programs. What we do is we book just like if you were to call Carnival. You were just like if you were to call Disney. Our screens look exactly the same. Okay, so we are not a third party. We're not any of those. We go directly to the supplier and book it there for our clients. Now let's talk about the perks, right? I'm going to open up the chat box again because this to me, this is one of the many reasons I feel like people want to be travel agents. Who here ever heard about travel agents being able to travel for less? Who here was excited about being a travel agent because of the perks? Yes, me. Oh yeah. I hear it all the time. Me, heard it. Absolutely. All right, you guys, what if you could go on a free cruise? If you could go on a free cruise, how long of a cruise would you go on? If you could go on a free cruise, how long of a cruise would you want to go on? 7 days, a week, 2 weeks, a month, 4 weeks, 7 days, 2 weeks, a month, 2 weeks, 20 years, 7 days, a week, a month, a week for sure. Depends on who I'm with. 2 weeks, like 3 days. I'm scared of the ocean. Oh man, trust me, I don't swim in it, but I will float in it. I'll float on it in a boat. Live on a cruise ship, live 3 days. Oh man, Rachel also worked on one. So that's a little bit different, right? My husband worked on a cruise ship for a while and he was like, it's very different between, working on one and sailing on one as a customer. So, all right, you guys. So a free cruise, all you have to do is pay for port fees. All you have to do is pay for port fees and taxes. You guys, when you complete your princess training, you get to decide anywhere between a 2-day and a 30-day cruise. Okay. So you guys finish your princess cruise and you're like, you know what? I really want to do that 15-day that leaves out of LA, goes around the Hawaiian Islands and comes back. Maybe you want to do a Panama Canal cruise. Maybe you want to do a repositioning, a trans-Pacific, a transatlantic. You guys, all you have to do is pay your port fees and taxes, and this is for you and a guest. So no, you don't have to cruise alone. No, you don't have to cruise with a stranger. This is for you and a guest. So that's an amazing perk, right? Free cruises. You guys, I will tell you right now, if you want to cruise, you could literally go on a cruise at least once a month, maybe a couple times a month. We actually have a travel agent. In the last 3 months, I think she's been on 7 cruises. And I'm not kidding. She has been on a Panama Canal cruise. She's been to Ensenada, the 3-day Ensenada a couple of times. She's been on the 7-day Mexican Riviera a couple of times. She's done the Miami thing a couple of times. She literally has been living on a cruise ship for the last couple of days because the cruise lines want people to cruise. They want to thank us for all of our hard work, especially going through the pandemic now that everything's back open. And so we're getting amazing deals with these cruise lines. Like it's hard to say no to them. So if you've never cruised, want to cruise, this is absolutely the time to do it. Free theme park tickets. Who would love to go to Walt Disney World for free for 10 days? If you could go to Walt Disney World, like get your ticket for 10 days for free, who would go? Put in the chat box. Who would love to go to Walt Disney World or Disneyland for that matter? But Walt Disney World's usually the bigger pick. Who would love to go to Walt Disney World? Wendy said, who would? You'd be surprised. There's some people that don't like Disney. I'd move there 1,000,000% for sure. Count me in 100%. I would love to go. You guys, so when you guys complete your Disney training, you'll actually get free theme park tickets. Travel agents get anywhere between a 1 to 10 day ticket complimentary. You then can get tickets for your significant other, your kids, anybody who lives directly in your household. You can actually save 50% on their tickets. You can also save, I think it's 50 to 60% on property hotels. So we actually had one of our agents in Mexico. Her now fiance, she actually got engaged at Walt Disney World, and her son, they went out to Walt Disney World. They were there for 21 days. Now, not all 21 days was at Walt Disney World. She also went to Universal Studios. They had a bunch of rest days, but 21 days, right? I can't even imagine going to Walt Disney World, Universal, staying in a hotel for 21 days, but it's possible as a travel agent, because not only are you saving money, but you're also making money. You're making commission on your own travel. Now, travel agent discounts. This one is huge for me because I'm one of those people that I have no problem anywhere I go. Like, I'll ask for discounts. I have no shame, I guess. But we actually have a cruise coming up in March. We had a bunch of FCCs, and I just use this one as an example. It can be on anything. But I had a bunch of FCCs for cruises. And so I decided, I was like, you know what, babe? I told my husband, I want to stay in a big room, right? I could have used the money and put it towards a couple little cruises, but I wanted a big suite. And we're a family of 6. So I was like, okay, we're going to need 2 rooms. So I went on to Royal Caribbean's website, did a couple of things, saw how much it was going to cost, called up the cruise line, said, hey, what kind of discount can I get as a travel agent? You guys, I was able to save $6,000 on my cruise. I'm making $800 commission. And the best part is it's a tax write-off for me and my husband. What a lot of people don't understand as travel agents, you guys, we're one of the only fields that can actually write off leisure travel as a business expense. Because what are we doing when we're on vacation? We're learning, so we can market, we can advertise, we can talk it up, we can learn, we're learning about the product, right? So we're able to actually write off that travel. Also, you guys, your IATAN card, when you guys make $5,000 in commission, you guys will be, you will earn your IATAN card. Now that IATAN card, it's going to get you fantastic rates. It's going to get you discounts, 70, 80, 90% off airfare. It's like the Black Amex card of the travel agency world, right? Best deals and stuff come with that IATAN card. Now, earn points towards rewards and travel. Who here has ever heard of beaches and sandals? Anybody heard of beaches and sandals? Anybody ever wanted to go to beaches or sandals? Absolutely, yes. All right. I was like, only 2 people? Always, yep, because of Michael Scott. Yes, of course, yep, both, ever since I was young. You guys, me too. I've always seen the commercials. Oh yeah, Atlantis, that's a big deal. But what I'm talking about is what I want to talk about is this. But yes, we get travel agent discounts. I actually have an agent at Atlantis right now. She was sending me pictures, and I was like, I wish I was there. But yes, sandals, you guys. So sandals, I use them as an example. We have a lot of vendors and suppliers that do this, but sandals is one of them for me because I really want to go to sandals. But sandals was kind of out of my reach, right? I was like, I'm never going to be able to afford sandals. You guys, Sandals actually does a program. For every $1 you book, you get 1 point. So for instance, if you have a client who goes to Sandals for a week, they spend $10,000 on their Sandals resort, you get 10,000 points. Now with Sandals and Beaches, for every 7,000 points, you get 1 free night for you and a guest at Sandals. That's right. You literally could end up going to Sandals for free from earning points. Sell a bunch of sandals, get yourself to Sandals. So, and that's just one of many places that do that. So I'm like, sweet, I could go to Sandals now. So that's one of the things that I'm working on is getting my butt to Sandals. We also have different trainings and different vendors and suppliers that also do cash and merchandise. We've actually had a couple of trainings even in the last couple of weeks where they've given away Amazon cards, they've given away tickets to Extret, they've given away, I'm trying to think, they gave away cash. I was on one the other day, they gave away a swag bag with a bunch of, fun stuff inside of it. But you can earn cash and merchandise just for going to trainings. Now, another really cool one is it's called FAM trips. This is short for familiarization trips. Now, this is where resorts or suppliers, they actually invite us out. They want us to see what their resort is like. They want you to see what the property looks like. Maybe you sell a lot of weddings, so they want you to come and see what their properties are like. Now, FAM trips usually are only for the travel agent, where these other ones, they do have where you can save money for your family and your family Fam trips is typically only for the travel agent. There's also something called ship inspections, which we're hoping that gets started back up here in the next couple of months, where they invite you onto the ship. You get to take pictures of the cabins. You get to experience the food, give you a couple of drinks before, between clients getting off the ship and clients getting back on the ship. So fam trips, but there's also things like safaris. There's trips to Dubai. There's trips to, there was Bali. And sometimes they come with there is a price. However, I think the most recent one I got was to South Africa. It was 6 nights, 5-star luxury resorts, excursions, transfers, food, all of that included for $600. So if anybody knows what a safari costs in Africa, it's really expensive. So $600, that's not too bad. So fam trips isn't another awesome thing as a travel agent. Who's excited about just the perks of being a travel agent? Let me hear it. Who's excited about the perks? I am, right? Me, absolutely. I am. That was honestly, guys, that's why I wanted to be, you had me at Bali, right? I saw that movie Eat, Love, Pray one too many times. I'm like, I want to go to Italy. I need to go to Bali. I need to go have a, right? I love traveling too. Absolutely. I'm like, my kids need to hurry up and grow and get the boot so I can travel more. I'm just kidding. I love traveling. Awesome, you guys. Super excited. Eat, Love, Pray. Yep. It's a great movie. All right. Moving along, because I could talk about the perks forever. How do I know I can gain clients? We do have daily live new agent orientation. We do have live Q&A travel booking webinars. We have live travel agent marketing training. We have booking training, as well as booking training. We also have something called Travel Agent Academy. Now, you guys, I love this. And anybody that's never, maybe you haven't had the opportunity to travel a lot. We actually have something called Travel Agent Academy. And this is somewhere that you can go and you can learn. There's small little courses about Chile, Argentina, Ireland, Scotland, Atlantis, Mexico, all of these different places. They're little short classes you guys can get certified in, and learn about the places that your clients want to go. We also have something called Travel Agent at Home, which is emails plus a monthly magazine. We also have weekly and bi-weekly team meetings and one-on-one training with your mentor. Now, how do I know I can gain clients? We all know the average social media user logs in every day. You guys, let's be honest. Put in the chat box, how many times a day do you guys log into your social media? How many times do you guys log into your social media platforms? Every day, 10 times a day, as little as possible, over 10 times a day. I never log out, pretty much all the time. I stay on all the time, countless, numerous, over 10, 5 times a day, every day, over 50 times a day, twice, at least 20 times, a few times, stay logged in, right? You guys, somebody makes a good meal, you take a picture of it, right? You take a picture of it, Rachel, yes, and we'll go over that. Somebody takes a picture of it, they post it on social media, right? Somebody does a workout, they post it on social media. Now, you guys remember, a lot of times when I say social media, a lot of people automatically go to Facebook, right? I'm not just talking about Facebook, right? I'm talking about email. I'm talking about Snapchat. I'm talking about Instagram. I'm talking about Yelp. I'm talking about Google. I'm talking about Pinterest. Who here's ever fallen down the TikTok rabbit hole? Anybody ever fallen down the TikTok rabbit hole? I know I can't be the only one. Guilty. Oh, yeah. Me, I quit. Guilty as charged. Guilty. It's a fun hole to be stuck. You guys literally, like, you go to look up, my husband will come in and be like, are you on TikTok again? I'm like, look, I'm trying to figure out some new TikToks to make. I'm doing research, right? Right? When I can't sleep, that's my go-to. I just crack up. Like, it's some of the stuff is so hilarious. But TikTok, that's another really great place, especially if you already have a following, right? I have there's people that I'm like, oh man, I have 1 million followers on Instagram. I'm like, well, you now have 1 million customers. So yes, there's all types of places. Those are just a few of the places to advertise. Now they do say that it's between 1 and 10 times, but as we just discussed, it's probably more than that. I know I will absentmindedly go to my Facebook or my Instagram or TikTok or whatnot, and before I'm like, oh, I wasn't even paying attention, right? Every second 11 people use social media for the first time. In 2017, there's almost 2.5 billion people on social media. In 2020, there's almost 3.8 billion, which is more than half of the world's population. We're about taking your beginning travel agent or seasoned travel agent and giving a path to success. Now, a little bit of a recap. You are going to have access to a full travel agency, website with maintenance and updates, travel agent certification, vendor and suppliers. You're going to be able to earn your IATAN card, travel booking and marketing training, access to all the fam trips and perks you guys could ever want. And this isn't something where it's like, oh, you have to be a travel agent for 6 months before you get the perks. Oh, it doesn't work until 3 months. No, you guys, you have access to the fam trips and perks literally the second you become a travel agent. You also have access to small group coaching as well as one-on-one mentoring. You guys will see here the website as well as your certification. There's the suppliers, the IATAN card, training, more training, perks. Now, this is where evolution comes in, right? I talked about Archer. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about evolution, okay? Evolution. Travel is an all-in-one month-to-month travel agency with a one-time enrollment. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to open up the chat box. And you guys, I'm honest. I'm an honest Sam. So be honest with me. Have you ever purchased anything to have a job? Be honest. Have you ever spent any money to have a job? Have you ever spent any money to get to work? So those of you that are saying no, have you ever had to put gas in your car? Have you ever had to buy a uniform? Have you ever had to pay for childcare? Have you ever had to pay for car insurance in the car that you drive to work, right? Have you ever had to go to school to get the job that you had, right? Paramedic, had to go to EMT school, paid for that. Had to go to paramedic school, paid for that. Had to buy the boots, the pants, the stethoscope, the trauma shears. I had to buy all of those things, right? Just so that I could apply to be a paramedic, right? Real estate agents. I can't believe the amount of things like people have to pay as real estate agents, right? Do I have any teachers in here, right? Any teachers? Teachers, right? Cleaning supplies, snacks, because our kids get hungry and they know that they're not going to focus if they're hungry. So they buy snacks for our kids. Did you guys know that teachers only have an allotted amount of copies they can make a month? And it is nowhere near the amount of copies they need for their class, right? My sister's been a school teacher for 20 years. The amount of money that she spends on her kids and her class is crazy, right? Childcare though, childcare is crazy expensive. Gas, I live in California, gas is expensive. So Kimberly, I live in Southern California. It's no news to me, right? My everything is expensive living in California. You know, childcare can be anywhere between $800 and $1,000 a week here, right? Nursing services, right? Become a nurse, you got to buy the scrubs, you got to buy the shoes, the non-slips. You guys, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, let's say somebody's like, all I've ever had was a fast food job. You had to have a handler's card, non-slip shoes. You probably needed to make sure your hair was well kept. You probably needed to make sure not to have facial hair, right? There's grooming requirements when you go to have to work in the office. You guys, I will tell you, so my car is almost 3 years old. It has 12,000 miles on it. Like, I don't even drive my car very much. The most I drive my car is to go pick up my kids from school and family outings. That's what we use my car for, and the miles are super low, right? So there's a lot of perks from working from home. And a lot of times when you guys are working at those other jobs, you can't write off a lot of things. So Anyways, you guys all understand there's always an investment when you have a job, right? Now you guys are talking about being able to work from home, working as a travel agent. So when you join our company, it's normally $300, and then it's $69.95 per month to be a travel agent. When you start, it's normally $369. However, you guys, it is not $369.95. It's $49. We're having this promotion. We're having this massive percentage off. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm not corporate. I don't get to decide. They just literally tell me, which I actually have something to tell you guys super exciting here in just a minute. That literally was dropped on my lap like 10 minutes before this meeting that I'm super excited to show you guys. So give me 1 second. $49 to get started. Not $369.95, $49. You're going to get access to all of the hotel discounts, free cruises after training. You're going to be able to set your own hours, access to all the fam trips, right? You guys can work from the beach. You guys get those discounts to Disney. But honestly, guys, one of my most favorite benefits of working from home and as a travel agent is the fact that I'm home with my kids. Nobody else is raising my kids. I'm raising my kids, right? If one of my kids gets sick, guess what? All I have to do is stay home with them like I already was going to, right? I'm no longer fearful of getting written up. I'm no longer fearful of losing my job because I work from home, right? Now, you guys, I'm actually going to show you how to earn that $49 back. Okay. We, the leaders, have developed something called the Rising Tide Success Steps. Now, these success steps, they're not hard. It's 21 steps. One of them you guys have already completed, which is download Zoom. Other ones are complete your certification, attend this certain training, go to this certain class, yada, yada. Not hard. And when you guys complete those in your first 30 days, you will actually get that $49 back. Okay. And this isn't coming from corporate. This is coming from leadership because we believe in you. We want you guys to be successful. We want you guys to be confident in booking travel, and we want you guys to earn that money back. We're not in the business of ripping your arm and leg off. We want you guys to be successful. We want you guys to have that ownership, that ability to do things for yourself, right? Now, you guys, remember I told you there was something literally was dropped on my lap this morning. So I had to scramble real fast and make this, this flyer for you guys today. This started today. Okay. So $49 to get started. You're going to be able to earn that $49 back, but you guys are actually going to be able to receive $500 in free bonus commissions. Okay. It's a limited time special. It's not going to last for very long. So, I don't even know how really long it's going to last, but I'm super excited for you guys because you guys are the very first ones to hear about it. $500 free bonus commissions, $300 from Pleasant Holidays, and $200 from Carnival Cruises. Once you guys get signed up and stuff and you guys get started, we will go into that a little bit more, but it's really that easy. Free bonus commissions. So I wish I could re-sign up today so I could get that. I'm so excited for you guys. All right. So again, travel agency, full travel agency website with maintenance and updates, travel agent certification, vendors and suppliers, earn your IATAN card, travel booking and marketing training, fam trips and perks, live small group coaching, live one-on-one coaching. Now, you guys, you see this bar up here, this line here in the middle. What I want you guys to do is put the word optional, put the word optional in the chat box for me. I need you guys to put optional because I need you guys to understand this because I cannot tell you how many times people will ask me, do I have to? No, it's optional. You guys, please understand optional. Okay. Now we went over the travel agency thing, right? $49 to get started, $69.95 a month. You guys are going to earn that $49 back in your 30 days. Plus you're going to get that free commission. Plus all of those perks, all of those fam trips, all of those things. Okay. What I'm going to show you next is optional. The next question I have for you guys, when was the last time somebody asked you for an opinion? Hey, do you know where I can take my significant other to dinner? Does anybody have a recommendation for a roofer, a gardener, a plumber, a house cleaner? Which grocery store has the best meat on sale? What pizza place has the best wings? This morning, every day, right? You guys, how often does that happen? How often does somebody ask you, hey, what cell phone should I have? Last night, often, right, you guys? So people are always asking daily, right? People are, you're always giving, oh, where should I do this? Where should I go buy my Christmas gift? Where are the best deals, right? Now, the question is, how many of those people actually paid you for referring their business? When was the last time Olive Garden gave you $10, a $10 certificate for saying, oh, hey, you should go try their all-you-can-eat pasta? Nobody. You guys don't get paid for that. Oh, I would be rich, right? I would be too. Let me tell you, because I have an opinion for everything. I can refer you to everything. Now, there are a couple businesses out there, things like Instacart, Uber, Lyft, Coinbase, a couple other ones where it's like if you refer a friend, they give you $5 or whatever. So there are companies out there. Now, you guys, we know that when you become a travel agent, you're going to talk about being a travel agent. I talk about being a travel agent all the time. I talk about all the perks I get as a travel agent, the money that I'm making as a travel agent, the tax write-offs I'm getting as a travel agent. I talk about it all the time, right? To the point where my sister-in-law was like, I want to be a travel agent, right? So guess who's a travel agent? My sister-in-law. You guys, so we have something called the optional referral program. Maybe your sister-in-law, maybe your brother, maybe your aunt, somebody else is like, I want all of those things. I want to work from home. I want to be a travel agent. So we pay you guys for those referrals. Now I'm going to show you how it works. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but again, it is optional. Okay. We believe in multiple streams of income. Only about 10-15% of the company actually does the optional referral program, but this is how it pays out. If you refer 3 people to the business, you're going to make $52 to $63 per month. Now, the way that this works out, you guys, is if anybody's worried about that monthly, maybe you're like, oh, what if I don't sell in the first month, yada, yada. You guys, this will help you with your monthly. So it will mitigate your monthly. It's not tons of money, but it's pretty cool when you have a free business, right? Now, bronze is 6. At this point, your monthly is eliminated. You guys are running a business for free, right? That's a no-brainer. Run a business for free. No overhead, no nothing, all the perks, all the write-offs, all the money that you could make as a travel agent, right? You're making about 88 to 120 per month just on that portion, on top of your travel commissions. Now, your monthly fee is eliminated on top of the fact that now you are, maybe your Hulu, maybe your Netflix, maybe your Starbucks addiction, maybe that's starting to pay for that, right? Now, maybe this is something that you're like, oh, this is kind of fun, right? Maybe this is something that you like to do. Now you've invited 9 people. So it's about 143 to 220 per month. Now you're talking about maybe a bill around the house, a significant bill around the house is being paid for. Now, gold, this is when you guys start getting into more leadership roles. This is where you guys start doing those trainings. You start doing trainings, you guys start teaching classes, which is why there's this section for the bonus, right? Because we don't get paid an hourly, we don't get paid anything like that. But for doing trainings and for doing classes, you guys will be paid the $750. So it's $478 to $888 plus that bonus for being a leader. So it's about $1,200 to $1,600 per month. Now, you guys, we're talking people's mortgages now, right? We're talking rent. We're talking about a significant jump. This is the Comma Club, right? This is where, and you guys remember, this is on top of your travel bookings. Remember, first and foremost, we're travel agents. That's what I do a good portion of my time, is be a travel agent, right? Now, as things are growing, and I know that sounds crazy, 300, right? As things are moving and grooving, so does the price. 3,200 to 4,000 plus a 1,750 bonus, right? You're talking $5,000 to $6,000 per month. That is fire your boss income, right? That is quit your day job, only be doing this. Now maybe you already have, maybe this is going to be your sole job, right? Both sides of the business are awesome. That's all I'm going to talk about that. You guys can talk to your travel trainer. Again, 85-90% of the business, all we do is travel. We're travel agents. Travel agents, first and foremost, that's the traditional income. And then if you guys decide you want the residual income, the optional referral program, you guys can decide to do that as well. As a 1099 independent contractor, you will have the freedom to work remotely and the flexibility to set your own schedule. You can do this full-time, part-time, or anytime from anywhere. We're a community, a support network, and training program of travel professionals that are here designed to help you achieve financial freedom and time freedom using the travel business model. If you are struggling with not making enough at home, not being challenged, or you need more time with your family, we absolutely can help. Got to believe in yourself, right? That's a big one. Who is this perfect for? People who love to travel, people who love to help others, and you guys can do this part-time, full-time, whichever you prefer. If you want to make money from home as a travel agent with a fully licensed, bonded, and insured travel agency with a community of supportive travel professionals, then Evolution is right for you. Our goal is to work with positive people who are kind, high-spirited, and willing to learn while working hard for their success. Now we're almost done, a couple more slides. The Today Show did an article called Live Life Without Major Regrets, 8 Lessons from Our Older Generation. People in their 70s and 80s beyond revealed their biggest regrets in life to give perspective to the younger generation. Number 4 was not traveling enough. When your traveling days are done, you'll still wish you had taken just one more trip. People often put big trips off until retirement, only to find their health failing when they're ready to go. Their advice: travel is so rewarding that it should take precedence over other things you spend money on. Travel when you're able to, just go. It doesn't have to be luxury adventure travel. If you have a choice between a kitchen remodel and a trip, take the trip, right? Make the memories. Number 7 is not taking enough career chances. And I'll be honest, this is a big one for me. I get comfortable and I stay in the same place, right? The elders were much more in favor of career risk taking than Pilmer ever would have imagined. Many regretted saying no to opportunities because they were afraid of taking a chance or felt too comfortable in their current job. Our oldest generation is telling us that we need to live a life with yes as our bias. You're much more likely to regret a career move you didn't make than trying and having it not work out so well. Their advice: always say yes to a career opportunity unless there's a very compelling reason to decline it. Try something new and don't be stuck in a box. Now, when you guys get started today, you're going to join Evolution Travel. After that, you're going to go ahead and pass your PTA training. It's 8 modules, takes about an hour to complete. It's not like taking a physics test. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We're going to have you start registering for vendors and suppliers, get your website up and running, start working on marketing and specializing, booking travel. And then if you guys decide to start sharing the opportunity, you guys absolutely can. Now, a little bit of a recap. These are things that people typically ask questions. It is $49 to sign up today. I do not know how long that's going to last, okay? All I know is corporate tells me $49 today, and they usually give us a day or 2 notice, but it's $49 today to sign up. In 10 days, we do have a 10-day money back guarantee, which means in a week, if for some reason you guys are just like, no, not for me, don't like the perks, don't like the tax write-offs, don't like owning my own business, don't like any of those things, whatever the case may be, you guys are free to leave at any time in those 10 days to get your money back. In 30 days after signing up, and every month after, it is $69.95. But you guys, I already showed you how to eliminate that, so you guys don't even have to worry about your monthly fee. Now, when you complete your success steps in the first 30 days, your platinum leader, again, I told you, not corporate, not the founder of Evolution, none of them, your platinum leader is going to pay back that initial $49 investment. Now, you guys are free to cancel at any time. There are no cancellation fees. This isn't a gym membership. You guys aren't locked in for a certain amount of time. There's no quotas to meet. Nobody's going to ask you, hey, what are you doing with your business? What's going on? Are you selling? Are you selling? Nobody's going to ask you that, right? You guys are free to cancel. There's no cancellation fee or anything like that. I want to thank you guys for attending the informational webinar. We are going to get into Q&A in here in just a moment. I just wanted to show you guys, this is my family. We were able to go finally. We were able to go to Walt Disney World, use those perks of being a travel agent. You guys can see we were there still during the mask mandate. So it makes a fun memory, right? And then down here on the bottom is actually Ron Archer, the owner of Archer Travel, and then David McCovey, the founder of Evolution, and then me and my husband, both amazing men. I can't wait for all of you guys to get started and be able to meet them.